Hi and welcome to Ice Monkey Tech. My name is Stephen. Today we are going to be taking a look at the IPEGA Wolverine BT gamepad. BT standing for Bluetooth. I'll just run through a few of the features before I go through the box. It is for Android, iOS smartphone, tablets, smart TV, PS3, NS and Windows PC. So it has a multitude of uses. Now, I think I was really, this was picked up for me by the wife, because I like playing games all the time. She thought it would be great to put this on the phone because it has a handy little stand there to click your phone into. So what we'll do, I think, is we'll do a quick unboxing. I'll get some games on the phone and I'll put it on the PC, and then I'll let you know what I think of it. So here we go. The IPEGA Wolverine BT gamepad for Android, iOS, tablet, smart TV, PS, NS and Windows PC. I've not really tried this out yet, but obviously because it's wireless, it's battery operated. Let's just open it and see what's in it. The box is a little bit battered, but never mind. So in there we have the controller itself, we have some instructions, which is always good, in a multitude of languages, which is great. So I'll probably have a flick through that later on and we'll see its features. And I think we also have in here, as well as the pad, which we'll just put that on one side for now. Oh, lovely plastic sounds. We also have the USB-C cable for charging, and I would imagine probably connecting to the PC, unless you have a Bluetooth adapter on your PC, in which case you'll be able to connect it wirelessly. So we'll start with the feel of the controller, which it actually feels very, very nice. It feels quite well built. Decent plastics. It is all plastic, but decent plastics. We have the little flip up for the phone clamp, to clamp your phone in there, which feels quite solid. It's got a good hinge on it, if I can see correctly. Just through there you'll see that little shiny bit, which looks like there's a metal pin running right through there, which is great because plastic pins, chances are, would snap, but metal pin gives it a bit more robustness. A couple of buttons in there. We've got a start and a clear button, and obviously I do think that's obviously the home button, which is probably the power button. We'll drop that back down. We have your standard A, B, X, Y buttons, which look quite nice. Start, select, D-pad, which feels a bit squishy. I'd like a bit more click there, but never mind, that's alright. Two analog sticks, which feel nice and free. We have an S1 button and an S2 button. We have our shoulder buttons, and we also have two buttons on the back, S3 and S4. It's been quality control, which is great. I tell you, the good thing about this is USB-C for charging, which is great because I've loads of USB-C cables lying about. And like I said before, that is our clamp, which is nice and strong. So that just really leaves us to switch it on. So switching the controller on, we have some nice LEDs for the A, B, X and Y buttons. Our select button is shining. I'll go through the manual to figure out what mode and how to select my modes. We have obviously have our turbo button in there and our clear button. It just feels like a nice robust controller. I think really all that's left to do is to get it on the PC and see what it feels like. So here we go. I'm going to plug this into the PC and see how it goes. After a little bit of reading and a little bit of searching, because it doesn't really tell you exactly how to do this in the manual, getting it to work on the PC. It's not as simple as just plugging the cable in. So what you have to do is press and hold the start button, plug the cable into a USB socket, and then plug the USB-C type charger into the top and wait for that noise, and then the controller is ready to use on a Windows PC. I've got a feeling there may be some mapping that we might need to have to do here, so not quite as easy as just plugging a Xbox controller in. So anyway, I'll get a game up and running and we'll get a bit of footage of me playing it and trying to sort things out and see how it goes. So we've got the controller in, I've mapped it all up. Let's see how it goes. Bear in mind, I do usually use a steering wheel, but we'll give it a go and we'll see how we do. Here we go. flying lap. Well, let's pop back to the garage and see if I've still got the fastest lap. The little flashy lights are a bit aggravating, probably something to do with something I've done. However, it seems to work very well. You just have to map it because it doesn't recognise the controller. If it recognised it as an Xbox 360 controller or something like that, that would have been much better. So we'll pop back into the garage. I think we'll try another game with this as well. There we go. I'm doing crap. Right, let's try another game. So we will go into controls. Try something else. The finals. This is a relatively new game. So I've decided to go with the MSI controller, switch it on, plugged it in, switch it on, and it works immediately. Which to me, I'd rather pay the little bit extra from the MSI controller or the Xbox controller. Yeah. I think I'll keep struggling. Well, after that is a section of my life I'll never ever get back. So obviously you can tell what I'm going to say now. In my opinion, if you're buying this for the PC, or you have in mind for using it on the PC, I wouldn't bother unless there's something I'm doing wrong. It took us so long to get it to work on the PC. I actually had to go on YouTube myself and find a video that explained how to get it working on the PC, because the instructions mention an R button and there's no R button there, apart from the shoulder button, which it wasn't. So I did find out what you have to do. You actually have to plug your USB controller, your USB cable into the PC. Then you have to hold the start button and then you plug the USB-C cable into the top of the controller and you'll hear Windows recognize the controller. However, Windows doesn't recognize the controller as an ordinary controller. So as you saw, I had to remap everything in F1 just to get it to run. It would not map in Red Dead Redemption 2 and it would not map in the finals. It's like they didn't recognize the controller. However, when I put the MSI one on, which I use now and again, when I do use a controller on the PC, it worked straight away. It recognised it as an Xbox 360 controller and worked immediately and was automatically mapped to all the buttons. The only reason I can say you're buying one of these is if you play a game that it supports on Android. Obviously, it's what it's really designed for. So giving it a hard time over not connecting to Windows properly isn't really fair. However, it does say it does on the box. So if you bought it for that, it's unfortunate. Bear in mind that not all games on Android do work with controllers and Bluetooth controllers to start with. I did connect this to my phone. It connected immediately. I had no problems. It was connected just fine. I couldn't map in FIFA. It won't let you map because that's not the controller's fault. It's the software's fault. And there's a lot of games like that on Android. So make sure that a controller works with the game that you're thinking of buying this controller for before you buy it. Otherwise, yet again, you're wasting your money. Instructions are quite alright in it. The big selling point of the controller itself has programmable buttons, and it's a very well built controller. Even the clamp for the phone is nice and strong, which I have mentioned already. But personally, if I had to, I would go for the MSI controller. So that's really the conclusion, and it's this was only 10 minutes for you. This was quite a long time for me trying to get this controller figured out. However, yet again, I've been Nice Monkey Tech. Hopefully this has been useful. Like and subscribe, or don't like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, anything you want, just to get the algorithms up so my videos start getting some more views. Take care, and I'll see you all later.